My name is Rhapsody and welcome to my playthrough of Jade Cocoon on the PS1. It's a JRPG, kind of mixes elements of Final Fantasy and Pokemon if you're into that type of thing. Now, just off the bat, I'm going to say this first episode is going to be dense with story. There's going to be a lot of cutscenes, there's going to be a lot of trivial conversations in town, and a lot of tutorialization. So, if you want, you can click the annotation below, and it will either take you to the point in this episode where it gets through all of that the slow parts, it'll skip all of the slow parts, or it might take you to the next video if the slow parts only end then. I don't know, I haven't recorded it yet. All I can tell you is that if you do not really have too much patience for cutscenes, you're gonna want to click that little button below. It should be appearing about now. And gone. If you're still with me, by the way, if you are still here, God bless you. I'm not a particularly religious person, so I should probably say, holy shit. You people, I love you. I love and adore every single one of you. So at this point, I'm actually going to start the video game, as crazy as that does sound. So you can hear the flute come in here. There's the Jade Cocoon logo popping up in a second. There we go. And then I believe it's the Crave logo and then the Genki logo. Crave Entertainment and then Genki, the company that made it in 1999. At a very specific and sudden point, the cutscene is about to start, and then I will shut the fuck up so you can actually hear the lore. There's no time to actually talk during the cutscene, unfortunately. I will talk after it on the main screen about reflections of the cutscene, but
Elrond, god of the forest, the source of all life. He released his servants, the divine spirits, unto the lands. He spoke, I am that which is giving you life. For a time they brought life and happiness to the forest. Soon the forest was visited by fate. The divine spirits created a beast in their own image. Elrond warned, that is the beast of knowledge, and it will someday bring temptation upon you. Thou shalt not associate with it. The divine spirits so promised, and gave birth to the beast of their own image. Such was man's beginning. Time passed, and the forest was again visited by fate. A divine spirit was seduced by a beast of knowledge, and so the promise to Elrond was broken. The spirit lost its divine power, and by the child of man and spirit, it was gained. This new power threatened Elrond, and so was divided into light and darkness.
Done. Holy shit. Guys, I told you, I warned you if any of you were just like, why were there just fucking 3 minutes of silence and story? I told you that shit was gonna happen. And you stuck with me. You beautiful, beautiful people. Also, at a point there, I got bored and I opened up Reddit in the other window. So the frame skipped for a second. I'm not certain if that actually will, result in a recording where it went divine spirit But if that did happen, all my fault, guys. All my fault. I'm more bored than I love quality, is what I'm saying. Oh shit, this is already a train wreck. Okay, so, Jade Cocoon. What's it about? Well, it's a JRPG. There are divine spirits that created the earth, and then there's the beasts of knowledge, which is humankind, obviously. Two of them lay together, and they made some stuff going on. You know, there's a very interesting lore behind it, which you might be interested in. Myself? Not so much. Not always. It's not... I don't know. There's very few games that I go the whole hog and dig into the lore of. Dark Souls is one of them. In fact, Dark Souls is probably the only one. Alright, let's start the game. Get ready for some more cutscenes!
I am the Nagi prophet, Gi. I see the future through the words of God. I feel before me the one who shall lead our accursed nature to repose. That brave stature. It is just as the hunter, who is praised in our legends. That hunter shall be known as...
Now, if you guessed from the text on the screen that he was about to try and prompt us for our name, you can have 5 cookie points, which can be redeemed for literally nothing. They are legal tender nowhere. My apologies for that. I am still working with certain governments in the Congo, only one of which is actually democratic, and it's not the one you'd think, considering there's 2 governments and one of them calls itself the Democratic Republic of Congo. And it's actually less democratic than the Republic of Congo. Imagine that! Alright, so... I don't know why you needed to know that. I learned that today, so... Now you can learn that today, right? I'm gonna name myself Rhapsody.
The curse shall not be lifted until we are led to eternal repose. May the protection of Erlen be his.
If I remember... We should now have an in-game cutscene with Mabu, right?
The festival of the Father. The sound of winged minions. And so begins the ordeal.
Mabu is your female companion. Cutscene. Wait, that looks like it's in-game. That's shitty enough textures to be in-game. Oh, it totally is! Alright, that's our main character, Rhapsody and Mabu.
The tune of a Cocoon Master is such an enchanting sound. You will be a Cocoon Master someday.
Say my name.
After all, you are the son of a Cocoon Master. That's the way it is.
That's so dense with knowledge.
And as a Nagi woman, I will be your bride.
Like, they're just trying to front-load all of the backstory. It's disgusting. I'm going to be your bride. I'm a Nagi woman. You're a Cocoon Master. Your father was a Cocoon Master. All of that you just got taught in a few seconds. Also, you got taught this dude's a little prick.
This is none of your business, kid. Get out of here.
Cock-blocking douchebag.
I'm not a kid.
Yes, you are.
Besides, this watchtower's my responsibility.
Come back and talk to me when your testicles have descended.
I have a job. Not like your stupid Cocoon Master, so there!
Bitch, if I know anything about JRPGs, I'm about to save the world, so... Watchtower? Watcher? Not important in the grand scheme of things.
You're all talk, and a buck-toothed idiot, too.
Whoa, now let's not say things we can't take back, Mabu.
Sheesh, I wonder what his problem is.
Puberty.
Oh, that's right. Some minstrels are coming to the village square tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
I bet they'll have some great tales to tell. Let's invite Kelmar too, okay?
No clue what a Kelmar is. I think it may be her brother.
You better get some rest. See you at the village square tomorrow. Don't forget.
Yeah, I'm not going to the village square. Oh, no. I think the village square is like a side quest area. You can go there to get early game items or something like that. I'm not certain, but I am vastly disinterested in actually engaging with anything in this town, because it's all just early tutorialization. And I think I remember, despite last time I played this game being when I was, I want to say 9? Despite it being that long ago, I think I remember enough that I'll just be able to play the game off the top of my dick and really not give two hoots or hollers about tutorial. Okay, so I've done my save. Now I can actually start. So this is our mother, if I remember correctly.
Welcome home. Tonight is a very special night. We welcome the spirits of our ancestors. But your father might still be alive out there somewhere, so he won't need our welcome.
So can anyone guess if we might have an encounter with our father in the future?
God of the forest for his safety. I know how forgetful you are. Remember to write important things down before you forget.
Yeah, so she's telling us to take notes. It's... Ugh. Also, she doesn't actually have dialogue for that line. Anyhow, so we're going to go to bed, and I believe this is going to begin our first tutorial, where we encounter the Dream Man. Oh boy.
Riketz has run away, has he? He's run off, you know. It's all hearsay. It seems his puppy was stolen by a Nagi woman, and he ran off. His son is still so young. Too young to become a Cocoon Master. Run away, will you?
Okay, so the voice you just heard is demonic in nature and just atrociously condescending to our main character Levant / Rhapsody right now. Here we go. Thank you, Ghost Mabu.
What are you up to? Didn't you say we would go listen to the minstrels?
I didn't agree to that.
Kalmar is waiting, so I'll go on ahead.
Go watch it him. I don't want to watch minstrels. I have no interest. Run off this screen. I think we next encounter Louis, or whatever his name was, the atrociously obnoxious little child. Yeah? No? There he is. Come on, Louis. Oh, I'm so glad I remember that. It's been fucking it's been more than 10 years since I played this game.
You are so pathetic.
So that guy literally just came up to tell us that we're pathetic and then run away. What a douche. That's a grade A1 douche. Alpha Prime douche right there. Actually, speaking of Alpha Prime douche...
Kid, are you from Syrus? What are you doing out here? Without the Lion of Peril, Syrus should not have a Cocoon Master. So you are the son of the Lion of Peril.
Yep, that's what I said with my glance at you.
Let's see how you measure up to your lineage.
Not particularly well, I have to assure you. Obviously, this game is about fighting things with beasts. You can go into combat as yourself, but look at the minuscule amount of damage we actually managed to perform upon his unknowable amount of hit points. It's bad, not good. And then he summons a beast, and we don't have a beast to respond. So we go down to 69 hit points, of course we do. And just continue trying to fight. Again, it's one of those tutorials that teaches you how to do things by saying, look, here's a situation where you're going to lose, but learn something from it. Which was kind of very common around this time. Also, he just used magic, which is an element that will be introduced in some point in the future. It was very common around this time of, like, PS1 game.
Without the power to summon a magic beast, you are no threat to me. Just the son of a coward.
But yeah, it was very common around that time of, like, the PS1 era, where they'll put you in a tutorial and make you lose. You won't succeed a tutorial to learn anything. Because, you know, trial by fire, and you learn more things, apparently.
Are you alright?
When losing.
Aren't you going to go see Mabu today? Didn't you say that you would?
How do you know that? You weren't on the fucking watchtower, and secondly, I didn't say shit. She spoke at me and said, I'll see you there. And I just gave her a blank, expressionless stare like all silent protagonists do.
Come quick! It's terrible! There's a thundering noise coming from the forest! It's gotta be the demons! Oh no! Mabu! She's gone off to the watchtower all by herself! If it really is demons, she could be in danger!
He's not being superstitious, by the way. There are demons. Those are things that exist in this game. Oh, in-game cutscenes on the PS1, how I love your graphics. Ooh. Look at that sprite. Not the soda, but the incredibly primitive way of animating things. Okay, Turban Lady doing magic. Nice. Look at all that magic she just did. I can't remember if that actually accomplishes anything. So there's a lot of lights. Does the light creep in from this? It totally does. Is it going to protect them? Or did she just, you know, try to blind them with the sun? Because I'm pretty sure the town still gets fucked over, right? That's like the basis for your mission. Did she just protect the town? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. I remember like the first 5 minutes because I played it again and again and again as a kid, but I don't ever think I actually completed the video game. I'm sorry, it was
The
fucking...
beasts of knowledge, touched by the misery of the Great Father, they release a white beast unto the forest. Its howl is the requiem of souls.
Hordes of winged insects have broken through the divine barrier and attacked the village. What can this mean?
Means you fucked, Grotta?
At long last, has Elrom's day of judgment come to Syrus?
I do not believe that the divine barrier of Gehenna will hold much longer.
I love that you can tell just by her voice that she's a bitch.
We must act. Do you not think so, High Priestess Garai?
Destruction is often what comes of the beasts of knowledge. This could be an act of man. The minions of the forest could not have broken through the divine barrier on their own.
Interesting. Sabotage.
Whatever the cause may be, once the insects flew off, many of our people fell into a sleep from which they cannot wake. We must do something.
Who do you think's gonna be sent on this quest?
I deeply regret to say, those winged insects are the Oni Boo-Boo, the locusts of apocalypse.
Boo-boo.
The dust spread by the Oni Boo-Boo plunges all into sleep, returning them to the earth.
Yes, I recall that.
I hear the ancient empire of Gehenna Pale was swallowed into the forest by an Oni Boo-Boo attack. It is a pity, but never again shall they wake.
A pity, is it?
There we go.
How dare you?
Alright, you're about to see how much of a bitch Jabara is.
The reason we allowed a wanderer like you to live here is because we believed in the divine magic of the Nagi. But you've let our people fall ill without even trying to help. And still you do nothing.
Garai is surrounded by light at this point, and Jabara is calling her divine magic and spells a hoax. Garai literally summoned the fucking sun about 5 minutes ago.
Such as offering some kind of human sacrifice to pacify the forest?
No, don't do that one.
Better to have cut off the source of evil before it came to this, if all it would have taken was a sacrifice.
There you go. Full reveal.
Foolishness. The forest lends no ear to the wishes of man.
If you speak the truth, then the evil spirits must be imprisoned, one and all.
Well, that was the divine barrier, right?
Both of you,
That got
quiet
broken
down.
down. That was already kind of a
Now,
prison.
Garai, are you saying there is no way to awaken them?
I don't believe she's saying that.
The souls of those fallen to sleep wander the dream world. To retrieve their souls and return them to their bodies, we must...
Be cut off by Jabara.
Yes, that's it. The Calabas Herb. If only we had the legendary herb, might it not cure the sleep sickness?
It's like when you're about to answer a question in class, and then
Well,
someone
now,
fucking
Garai,
butts in and answers
are
it
you
for
not
you.
well versed in the ways of the forest? Chieftain, what do you say about sending Garai into the forest?
You already said you weren't gonna do sacrifices, and that would basically
What
be
would
a
that
human
accomplish?
sacrifice.
I would just be swallowed up and never heard from again.
Yep. Woman knows her own strength.
The herb is
Not specifically
so
woman,
cure
as in
sickness.
it's because of woman. I was just calling her woman because she is a woman,
Well,
not
then,
because
tell us if
strength
there is
relation
some other
with gender
way.
at all. None of that was intended.
Or are you just going to sit around and let them all die?
Hmm.
You
Maybe.
always were a stranger.
I love that
among
stranger is in red. Oh, Jabara.
Any further
You
sacrifice
vicious
will be the
racist.
end of the village. Tradition states that a Cocoon Master shall suppress the demons.
If only we had a Cocoon Master.
Since the Lion of Peril is no more,
Line of Peril is your father, by the way, if you
we
have
must
missed that so
send a
far.
new Cocoon Master into the forest.
And that's you.
Garai, we must perform the Sacred Union.
First time I read that.
We of the Nagi were born to live together.
Actually, first time I read that, I would have
with
probably thought he
masters.
meant marriage, which is what actually ends up happening.
Mabu
But now that I
shall
read that, I totally think he's coming on to Garai.
It is all for the sake of
Garai, we
Syrus.
must perform the Sacred Union.
We are prepared.
So, then it is decided.
Yes, it is.
Summon our new Cocoon Master,
Rhapsody.
the son of the Line of Peril, and Mabu, maiden of the Nagi tribe. Have them both come to the Hall of Judgment.
It's wedding time. It's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again.
In order to cure the sick, the Calabas Herb must be retrieved from the forest.
Gotcha, Grotta?
You are the child of a long line of Cocoon Masters in Syrus.
This is the problem I have with JRPGs.
On this day, the Sacred Union
All of
shall be
this,
performed.
everything he's fucking saying right now,
As the successor
has
to the
been
Lion of
explained
Peril,
4 fucking times, and he
determine the fate
still
of
needs
us
to
all.
say it again, because apparently everyone
I
is
believed in your
believed to be
father,
dense.
Riketz.
That's the only new thing that's been said in ages.
He was a
Riketz is the
courageous
father's
and
name.
gentle man, even though he was swallowed up by the forest when the tide of fortune turned against him.
That's also kind of new.
He was certainly not a coward, as the villagers might have called him.
And that fucking dream man, he called him a coward.
Stand tall and work hard. I wish you luck in your father's stead. Oh yes, you must also cherish your wife.
Mm-hmm. Do I have to consummate before I leave? A devoted husband?
Is a Nagi woman's only salvation.
That's a little sexist. She's empowered as
You'll understand.
within herself. She doesn't need me.
May fortune be with you in battle.
Except for the fact that I'm about to save the world, so... Oh, I'm getting married to Garai! Awesome! I imagine she's here to perform the ceremony, actually. Jesus! This is probably going to be a pretty long episode. It's going to take a while before we get into the next save point.
According to tradition, I hereby conduct the Sacred Union.
Mm-hmm.
Are you both ready?
Yes, sir. Ma'am, sir, ma'am?
O Elram, god of the forest. O forest, mother to all. We, the beasts of knowledge, born of the forest, once again grant us here this day that which touches and moves thy worried heart.
None of this is actually relevant at all. All you need to know is you are now married to Mabu.
Beasts may live in harmony with the forest.
I will continue to go through this, but if you are interested in the text, you can read that much. I trust that you can read. I will talk over this bit because it's actually just boring as shit.
This is the earring of the hunter.
Symbol of your coming of age. I actually don't believe that item does anything.
As long as you possess it, you may escape death.
Oh, shit. No, it totally does. Okay, yeah, so when you're defeated in the forest, you get teleported back to town, I believe.
Farewell gift to he who journeys to the land of ordeal.
That's actually important. Land of Ordeal comes into play later.
Now then, listen well, you two.
Kiss your bride, kiss your husband.
Some people fear Cocoon Masters and call them impure hunters. Many will be prejudiced towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, you must persevere in your lonely struggle. A terrible ordeal also awaits the women of the Nagi. The infections on their bodies are the side effects of the cocoon purification process. These are known as cursed brandings.
The Nagi purify cocoons. I'll explain all of that later.
This can even cause death. Please, care for one another in sickness and in health.
Will do, Gurai.
Tomorrow your lonely struggle shall begin.
Thanks for reminding me.
Sleep well this night, so that you may be ready to depart come morning. Come to my house. We must prepare what you need for your journey.
I believe we get teleported directly to her house, so we actually don't get to sleep. Oh no, it's more fucking watchtower bullshit. No.
Ah, I knew you'd be here. What's the matter? Oh, I bet you're nervous.
No, I express no emotions whatsoever. I'll look at you and not say anything, as a good silent protagonist does. Sit down, Mabu. Let's talk.
So much happened all at once today. I'm worn out.
Oh, come on, we just got married.
Adults always have to have it their way. That's why I don't like them.
Are you not an adult?
But it's strange, isn't it?
Am I in
Why
trouble
is it
here?
that only Nagi women are able to purify?
Is fucking Chris Hansen gonna run in and tell me to sit down?
Mother Garai says it's divine power. But it doesn't seem that the villagers think so.
Who's up there? And
Oh my god.
awful flute music in the middle of the
Someone
night.
kick Louis off. Like Bran in episode
already
1 of
happened.
season 1 of Game of Thrones.
You want
Just
the
cripple the
monster to
motherfucker.
attack
He doesn't
again?
have a Hodor. This dude will just die.
Don't you have work
He'll
to
break
do?
his legs, but no one's gonna pick him up, and no one's gonna fucking move him around, no one's gonna feed him.
What
This
do you
little shit
want?
stain will just die
Oh, you
right on
must
the
be
floor of the
scared.
watchtower, and no one will mourn him.
Isn't it past your bedtime? Or are you too afraid to go to sleep?
I already told you, I'm not a kid.
You have one tooth, motherfucker. Literally, one tooth. Look at his fucking mouth.
But I guess there's nothing scarier than Mabu.
Good one.
Ah, you are such a brat. You're making me lose my temper, you little twit.
You get him, Mabu.
Well, we have an early start tomorrow. Better get to bed.
That sounded
And
suggestive.
don't oversleep,
Better
young
get to
Cocoon
bed.
Master.
Are you going to be joining me? I'll tell you, by the way, no. Not at all.
See
You don't
you
get to
tomorrow.
consummate. You go out and face your death like a man. Virginal. In fact, I don't know what his prior relationship with Mabu has been, so maybe they got it on every other night, and they just didn't... They got tired of consummating beforehand. Shit! Is this going to be our first opportunity to actually save before the end? No, we just immediately fall asleep!
Father was a noble man. Coward. According to tradition, I hereby proclaim your coming of age. Your pride from this day forward, treacherous woman.
I'll remind you at this point, if you think this is dragging on, I gave you fair fucking warning, and I told you to click an annotation, and you stayed. I love you for that.
So you dress like you've become a man.
Yep.
Still, you are but the son of a coward. Like father, like son.
It's your opinion, so
That Nagi maiden shall
keep
be
that opinion
left
to yourself.
behind when you are killed in the forest. How pitiful.
Oh. Ooh. Ugh. Okay, Patamiel. So this is just basic combat against a creature that you will actually find in the video game. You hit it hits you, and then guess what happens? That's right! For those of you that guess you hit it, brownie points. Brownie points all around. For anyone that guessed anything otherwise, what the fuck? Seriously? Why? I love the sweet backflip he does after hitting something, by the way. That's so... Oh, look at it. Look at it. Look. Fuck yeah! Like, totally unnecessary, incredibly flashy, and I love it. And that jump. Oh, I have a story to tell you about that jump later. Whew, that'll come in the next episode.
You are more capable than I expected. But such is not our true power. Do you think you were up to it?
So, at this point, the Dream Man fights you again. You still don't have a beast at all. In fact, you've been weakened by another beast before you fight the Dream Man. And he fights you again. Just, I don't know, to piss on your grave after the first time he fought you? What a douchebag! Look at this bullshit. And it happens again. In fact, I think he misses his second shot, right? Is it scripted that he does that? Nah, he totally hits you. Okay, so it is actually on a random number generator for this first fight. But at the same time, you still can't kill the minion. I don't think it allows you. I think if it gets close to like 2 hits, yeah, it just pops you. Like a cherry tomato.
Ha! Beaten already. And you call yourself a Cocoon Master.
I don't even have any cocoons yet, Dream Man.
You are nothing but the son of a coward.
I'm gonna cut off his laughing because he's a douchebag. He's horrible.
White is the beast of fate. Blue is the beast of righteousness.
Yo, Ma, what up?
You cried out in your sleep last night. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm decent.
From this day forward, you are the Cocoon Master of Syrus. You must be strong.
Kinda.
Now, you had better head over to Mother Garai's house. Mabu is probably waiting for you there, too.
Oh, don't fucking teleport me there instantly. I need to save and end the episode. Oh, shit.
Oh, you've finally come by, have you?
Oh, he automatically sits down. I'm trying to end this episode, trust me.
Soon you will enter the forest as a Cocoon Master.
I respect your time.
At the forest entrance, there are 4 gates through the divine barrier.
I believe it's beetle, spider,
To pass through them,
2 other things that I can't remember.
one of them is here in Syrus. It is the key to the Beetle Gate. Louis the Watchtower Guard.
Yeah, that's right. Louis, the little kid with the buck
Once you get
tooth.
the key from Louis, you must go deep into the beetle forest. Another Cocoon Master lives there.
Mm-hmm.
People call him the Blue Cocoon Master.
Yep,
His
that's
name is
the
Forrest.
Cocoon Master of
He's a
Righteousness.
very capable man.
Righteous, dude.
Finding the Calabas Herb is important. But first, you must learn to fend for yourself.
I already did that 10 years ago,
No doubt
11
there
years
is
ago,
much
Garai.
you can learn from him, for he too is a Cocoon Master.
At some point. More tutorial!
Meantime,
Woo!
I have gathered what you will need for your journey. If you need something else...
So this is now tutorialization rather than story, so I'll skip through that part. Wounds can only be healed by mugwort herbs, make sure you have enough. Also, don't forget to arm yourself. When your empty cocoons run out, you can get more from Mabu. Also, forgot something important, the Flute of Capture! So now we can actually capture minions and use them to whoop the ass of that motherfucking Dream Man.
Your father, Riketz, entrusted it to me.
Yep, this is our father's flute.
A fateful meeting it was. Ah, but
There we go. We've also got some supplies for our journey. Please let me save. Holy shit, it looks like it's about to let me save. So, at this point I will say, first off, this has been a fucking 37-minute episode or some bullshit, I don't know. I'm not... In fact, I am actually looking at the timecode move up to 37:19, but it depends how much of that is edited out. So, it's been something like a 37, probably almost 40-minute episode. My apologies for that. The majority of these episodes will probably be kept down to around 25-30 minutes, but as I said, I wanted to get a lot of the tutorialization and a lot of the story out because it is very fucking dense at the start. Now, I'm about to bring back the people who clicked that annotation. Welcome! Those of you who clicked the annotation are now here, so you'll realize this is about to be the end of the episode. I'm sorry! It's all story! That's all it is! But I promise you, if you go back and watch, there are some entertaining moments of story, and there's something that maybe you might need to know going on into the future. Next episode should probably be just a little bit of tutorial and then actual main gameplay, so feel free to stick around for that. If you aren't subscribed to the channel and you want to have that come up in your subscription feed, feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you liked this video, or if you feel like you're going to like the series, or if you like me in general and want me to have warm feelings in my heart, feel free to click that like button. It helps me grow my audience and get my content out to new people. If you disliked the video and you feel like there wasn't enough content because you clicked that annotation, motherfucker, then feel free to click dislike. I don't mind. It's completely fine. Everyone's got an objective... everyone's got a subjective opinion of things, and that's completely fine. I can handle it. I'm a man. I got that shit unlocked. Got Rocks and Moxie, and I'm rocking some Brandy Soxy. So... what? I did the subscribe thing, and then I did the like and dislike thing. Ah, that's right. If you want to see more videos like this, specifically Jade Cocoon, you'll be able to find a link in the description below to a playlist with all of the currently recorded Jade Cocoon episodes, currently published, just lined up, all there, ready, nice, neat, and organized for you to view if you'd like to do something like that with your time. I've been Rhapsody, this has been Jade Cocoon, a JRPG on the PS1, and hopefully